France, May 19, 2025. On Monday afternoon, hail struck the southwest. South of Toulouse, hailstones measuring 5 centimeters in diameter, sometimes even 6 or 7 centimeters, fell from the sky, causing significant damage to cars in particular. Traffic was somewhat slowed. At the height of the storms, the A64 had to be closed between Muret and Fousseret in the Toulouse-Bayonne directions. The wind also blew.
Je suis déjà mouillée, alors de toute façon. Oh là là, devant le magasin, c'est pas mal aussi.
In Aurignac, hailstones measuring 3 to 5 centimeters were observed. The streets were flooded due to the overflowing pipes and sewers, a municipal official reported to Le Dépêche. According to the local media, less than 2 hours after the first storms began, Haute-Garonne recorded 104 firefighters interventions. By 10 p.m., 250 emergency calls had been reported. In Fousseret, a school and a middle school even had to be evacuated due to the hail. The violent storm that struck in the late afternoon, sending residents and tourists scrambling for cover. As radar returns showed plenty of orange and red on the weather map, hailstones were estimated to be at least marble size, with shredded spring flowers and caused some windows to shatter. Photos from after the wet weather even showed streets covered in hail, with cars maneuvering around floating in the city. These storms, announced as particularly severe by Météo France, have already affected the Muret and Fousseret areas. The Hailstones district of the commune was particularly affected. It looks like it snowed. Everything is broken: the fence, the swimming pool, said one resident. Garages were also flooded, while a tree fell on a car in Roquefort-sur-Garonne near St. Gardens. The streets were flooded due to the overflowing pipes and sewers. A small river from the town hall square, as the town is on a slope. A solidarity effort was quickly established with residents to help the businesses below who were in danger of being flooded in turn. The specialist website Carrier News reported 2 supercells in the department shortly after 3:30 p.m., less than 2 hours after the first storms. The Haute-Garonne Departmental Service had already recorded 104 interventions and 233 calls. Firefighters confirmed shortly before 4:30 p.m. that the Muret, Carbon, and Cazares areas had been affected. The phenomenon is moving north, and this bad weather is generating numerous interventions from the SDIS-31. On Tuesday, 6 departments in the southwest, namely Dordogne, Lot-et-Garonne, Lot, Tarn-et-Garonne, Haute-Garonne, and Tarn, were still on rain and flood alert until 9 a.m., while thunderstorms moved toward the southeast in the Paca region. The four regions in particular was placed on orange alert for thunderstorms and rain and flooding from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Fenêtre vous.
A little extra about this second storm, it is accompanied by gusts of wind, reaching up 45 km per hour. A tree even reportedly fell in the heart of Toulouse around 7 p.m. It is 2 p.m. Météo France indicated that the bulk of the storms are expected in afternoon, in the departments placed on orange alert. Furthermore, uncertainties remain regarding a possible shift of the strongest storms toward the north, and an extension of the orange alert to the department in Auvergne Haute-Loire in particular is not totally excluded at this stage.
A chuvinha rápida, passageira. Olha o vestir, quanto gelo.
In addition to the orange alert for thunderstorms, Météo France also placed for French department on orange alert for rain and flooding this Monday. These are the Dordogne, Lot, Tarn, and Tarn-et-Garonne departments. Neighboring departments may be affected by similar hazards, but in a more localized manner, the weather stations warns. As of midday, 11 departments are at a heightened Tier 3 orange warning for stormy weather. This is the second highest warning given by the state forecaster Météo France, and according to guidelines, those in the affected department should remain indoors and keep up to date with local weather informations.
Regarde-moi ça, tous les glaçons qui viennent de toi. Tous les glaçons.
The rays of thunderstorm will spread eastwards, covering most of the country below starwards and down to Nice. Areas across the south and east are likely to see rain, and while there is a risk of heavy thunderstorms, these are unlikely to last long in any one locations. Currently, Météo France has placed 4 departments on a heightened warning over stormy weather for Tuesday, although this is subject to change. Coastal areas of the southwest may be free from rain, although further inland in a second bout of drizzly conditions is possible. Storms are unlikely. The north of France and areas along the English Channel will again remain calm if cloudy, with highs of 24 degrees Celsius in Paris.